Seems like EDP456 is back. Let's see what he's been up to.
It's only been a couple days since I made the video talking about how EDP445 is trying to make a comeback online with his Instagram account and live streaming on every obscure video sharing service imaginable. I swear to God, this guy would start streaming on AIM Instant Messenger if he could. I wouldn't be
This thing is on some sick timing.
surprised if he hopped on as a full-time Omegle streamer and just tried to haggle people for money to tell him why the Eagle...
Hello? Yes. Yes. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna fall asleep. Okay. Sorry about that. My driving instructor called me.
will win the Super Bowl and also send them pictures of his poop in his toilet. He is finding every possible means of broadcasting himself online in order to try and reclaim his former glory pre-Cupcake incident.
Nah, pre-Cupcake incident is crazy, bro. What, bro? Like, nah, the way he did this is trying to reclaim himself after pre-Cupcake incident. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I'll briefly speed run his lore again. I think most people already know. More people know about the EDP445 story than Hamlet, but just in case, he was busted last year in a Chris Hansen-style operation where he was fully caught trying to have sexual relations with someone he believed to be a child. And he tried to defend himself by saying, no, look, you got it wrong, you stupid assholes. Actually, I was just here for a cupcake, which is how the whole cupcake meme started. But this was just one in many documented cases of EDP having inappropriate conversations with people he believed to be underage. So as a result, he was banned off pretty much every major platform and hadn't been seen for about 8 months.
It's crazy that, like, how do I say it? It's crazy how this nigga, right? There's something wrong with him. You know, as much as I want to really just, like, break him up, he has, like, there's something mentally wrong with him. Like, he's not wired right. I mean, if you look at his, like, his player build, like, hold up. Like, I've been bringing this shit up on my phone. Like, if you look at his player build, like, there's something, like, he's all fit, bro. And if you notice, like, most pedos, they're all built like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all built with that same big-ass fucking... I can't explain. They're all fat. They're all fucking bald. It's like, you could really tell, like... If you... Like, look at this shit. You gonna tell me that there's not something mentally wrong with him? Like... This is a grown-ass man. You gonna tell me there's not something mentally wrong with him? He's sick. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're someone who has a mental disability and shit, and it just sucks to be that one, no one wants to help and no one gives a fuck about him. You niggas want him dead. That shit's just tough. It's sad to say.
Occasionally there were theories and possible sightings of EDP445 out in the online cyberspace wild, but it was kind of like pictures of the Loch Ness Monster. People didn't really believe it until it was confirmed recently that he was running an Instagram account and trying to live stream again, and then just yesterday, or 2 days ago now, he fully made his return, WWE style, fucking pyrotechnics going off. He's on TikTok, baby, and he is absolutely exploding on the platform. He's got a video with over 4.4 million views. He's gathered...
Damn. People want to see a pedophile eat? I don't know.
Over like 150,000 followers in literally just like less than 48 hours. He's been going viral there. I keep seeing the comment of when the world didn't need him most, he came back. And that's super true. But EDP445 is like a natural disaster. For as long as cupcakes exist in this dimension, EDP445 will also exist too.
Bro, why is he saying that shit? Yo. These are some bad cupcake jokes, my guy. This is some bad cupcake jokes.
On TikTok, he's getting tons of support from people welcoming him back with open arms and open asses. They couldn't be more excited. They're just...
Because that's the thing, bro. This is why you shouldn't make people be on TikTok. Like, certain people, it's like, TikTok is where basically, like, if you could really say whatever you want to under those comments and no one will give a fuck, bro. Like, no one, like, it's not traceable. This is like, shit is like worse than Twitter.
Wishing him the best and super happy that he finally returned to take his crown back, king. And it's really sad, but also not surprising, because TikTok has established itself as a platform where child abuse isn't even taken seriously.
Thank you. Don't have your kids on TikTok. Kanye West trying to get his kid off of TikTok.
There's been...
She's not age appropriate.
So many creators on TikTok that have literally been outed for some terrible things, including being predators, including, in certain cases, sexual abuse, and they still have very popular platforms that are still thriving. Because TikTok and the TikTok community don't take it seriously. And I think that's mainly because most of them are children themselves. So they're completely naive, and they don't take things like what EDP did or tried to do as serious as they should, which is really fucking awful. EDP was outed for some terrible things, and all of them regarding his behavior with people he believed were underage. So now he's gone to a platform that is primarily consisting of underage audience.
All I want to see is if he got banned off of TikTok, because like TikTok doesn't allow like certain. I understand that TikTok is like how do I say it? It's a really, really, really toxic place. But when they see a lot of people reporting something, they are very, very quick to ban it. So I want to see if they banned him. That's all I'm really caring about.
That is a recipe for disaster. You have taken a man who would be banned from the majority of elementary schools within like a 5-mile radius, and now you're letting him run for class president of that elementary school because it's on TikTok now. Probably not like the best comparison, but what I'm saying is he is now very popular on a platform that is mainly consisting of younger audience. I'm sure you can see why that's a bit of a problem. Now, EDP, mainly the content he's made on TikTok is Super Bowl related because it had the most virality to it, since the Super Bowl is always highly watched and on TikTok highly discussed. So his channel grew a lot then. And he also made a video about me, which I'll show you quickly. I had to mute the audio because of DMCA issues, but you're really not missing much here. Basically, the words here pretty much describe what's going on. He's since the...
Nah, that nigga's a troll, bro. That nigga's a troll. But that nigga's dirt.
Deleted this TikTok, and I think the reason is because he's done everything he can to avoid ever mentioning the Cupcake incident. He treats it like Voldemort's name. It just never gets said by him. Anytime it's brought up, the person is banned, and just does everything he can to pretend that it doesn't exist, hoping that he can just write out the controversy and people will forget or stop bringing it up. But this is his legacy. This is what he's known for. He is the Cupcake guy. And he knows this, which is why he posted a video trying to be self-aware like, Cupcakes, no, I understand what's going on. But that doesn't work with that level of self-awareness when what you're calling attention to is the fact that people know that you tried to have sexual relations with a kid.
That was a lot to digest. Now, what I have to say so far is that, like, bruh, you got caught lacking so fucking bad, bruh. You got caught lacking so goddamn bad, bro. How? How do you get caught, you know what I'm saying, like, for some fuck shit like this? Because it's like, think about it, it's like, for anyone who is going to do anything that has to do with, like, let's say, like, committing a crime. Let's say you're going to commit a crime, right? Why would you commit a crime, right, in broad daylight? Let's go back to, like, the Cupcake video. In broad daylight where everyone can see your face. It's so recognizable because you a 350-pound blubber whale. You got the bald head. You know what I'm saying? He thought he could throw his shades on and shit, think he cool and shit, but nah, like, and say you're going to do a meetup for a cupcake. And when you're doing and you're exchanging messages and shit, you're talking about some sexual ass shit. It's like, that's how you know he's weird, bro. Because everybody knows that even if you go like, I don't even want to say it like that, but you gotta understand this because it's like, even if you talking to someone, right? Why you gotta be so explicit and all this shit? Like he was doing the most, and now look at him. He's trying to basically shun him for talking about the cupcakes and shit, right? When it was really his fault this whole time. Like, why did you do that for? You know what I'm saying? It was your fault. You got caught lacking. The white guy was racist anyway, but like, it was your fault. Like, bro, this shit is just weird. He's weird.
Like the self-awareness isn't like oh haha, he gets it, okay, now we can forgive him. It's not like when Darman became self-aware that a lot of the stuff that happens in his videos is goofy and people usually make jokes about it, and he became self-aware and became in on the joke, and that's like, oh, good for Darman, he has a level of self-awareness, I have more respect for that now. It doesn't work in EDP's case because when he calls attention to the cupcake thing, he's acknowledging that he knows he is a sexual predator, and that people know that he is a sexual predator. So the self-awareness doesn't help people have more respect for you.
Exactly.
You're still disgusting, and what you did is pretty unforgivable, which is why no community's been welcoming him back onto the platforms, except for TikTok, because it is a platform that is notorious for not giving a shit about the safety of the kids on there.
The quality, I don't know why it just went down like shit. I don't know.
And make no mistake, a lot of the user base is kids, but they don't take it seriously there. There's been so many cases of horrible shit happening on TikTok, and the people that were behind it still doing just fine to this day. So I'm not surprised that EDP found TikTok.
And another thing too, like, TikTok is a very, very fucking new app. Think about YouTube when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when YouTube first came out, YouTube was terrible. Like, they had they had pornography on YouTube at one point. A lot of hentai and all that shit. Like, it was on YouTube. When I was 5, 6 years old, I saw that shit on YouTube. So it's like, you can't really, like, talk about how bad TikTok is and shit like that when it's a fairly new app. Just like how when YouTube was when it was fairly new. You know what I'm saying?
As a place to call home, and he'll probably continue to do well on that platform, which is extremely sad to say. It really is, but it's just the truth of it. There's a good chance that on TikTok, EDP will thrive, and he'll be able to come back to form, and he'll be able to monetize again, and it's the fucking sad reality of it, because TikTok has a track record of not taking things like what EDP did seriously. And you can see it in his comment section.
And another thing too is like, TikTok is not an American-based company, so why the fuck would they really care about American children and who's seeing it? Think about it. It's like someone in the United States. It's like, think about Apple, for example, right? Apple, right, knows that their iPhones is being made in Chinese shops. You know what I'm saying? In factories in China by, you know what I'm saying, little kids. The United States don't give a fuck about those kids. So why should another country's services give a fuck about what happens to American children? It's just like that. Everyone does it.
Like I mentioned, there's a lot of people that are riding on EDP's dick right now. Like, yep, this is the good stuff. Finally, EDP's back. Thank you, TikTok. EDP, let's go. EDP for life. You can see it. And it'll probably continue. So obviously, a lot of people, myself included, have a big problem with EDP being back in general, but even more specifically on TikTok, since it's the platform that gives him the most access to kids, which are potential victims to EDP. He has shown multiple times, not just with the apocalyptic cupcake incident, but he has shown prior to that, that he will talk to children and engage in very inappropriate behavior and conversations with people that he believes to be underage. So now that he's on a platform that's primarily in that demographic, there's obviously a huge conflict here. So yeah, just wanted to give
All right, this is the last thing I have to say. Hold up. Now, with EDP, right? I personally feel like he's not going to be talking to any kids. He's not going to be talking to any kids, especially off of a social media website. Because that's how he got caught the last time, right? And I don't think... Actually, he's mentally unstable, so he might do it. But the point I'm trying to make is that Like, if you really think about it, like, don't blame the app for saying that he's on because it's not an American app. I understand it like that. If TikTok was run by the government and then they had this shit going on and shit like that, then it's like something to really complain about. And on top of that, it's been like almost a year or over a year since he did what he did. So it's like, I really feel like y'all is on his ass. I feel like this video that you just posted and shit like that got 2 million views and shit. I really feel like you're just on his ass for no fucking reason. Now, I understand he's a shitty person and shitty human being. You cannot deny that shit. But at the same time, it's like, everybody deserves to prove themselves to make a second chance. Because it's like, okay, cool. He can't get no job anywhere because of his face. He can't be an Uber driver. He tried Uber driver, tried Lyft. He tried Uber Eats, DoorDash, all different types of shit. No one will hire him. So he's going to just basically only way he's going to be able to make money is through the little bit of AdSense and a little bit of money that he gets off of those TikTok views. Is that going to be any life-changing money or any extreme amount of money? No, but it could probably get him, a chopped cheese. And if you really think about it, would you rather, we all don't want him to be around children and stuff like that. The only real way that might be good for him is through social media. Because it's like, unless if he's become a dropshipper or some shit, but I doubt that shit. So how is he really supposed to be able to make money to survive? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not in jail, so he's not going to be fed and shit like that. And everybody, what are you going to do? Like, kill him yourself? So think about it. What opportunities does he have to basically make money to survive like a regular human being? Because there's something mentally wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? I took psychology for about 6 months now, and I could already tell off of the psychology class. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Healy, my psychology teacher, my principal. There's something definitely wrong with him, and he needs help. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching. I know this gang,